Does it have 16 cores?
Yes, of course.
Does it come in under $1,000?
Yes, of course.
Is this Tech Yes City?
Yes, of course, my lord.
Well then, we have ourselves my new workstation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tech Yes City. This is Brian coming to you guys today finally with the detailed log of my new project here. This is the 16-core, 32-threaded beast that I'm going to be calling Project DUNICRON after Unicron. You know, Unicron in Transformers, he was that big badass Transformer that took like everyone to combine to beat him. This thing, we're going 2 Unicrons. And I love Transformers too, right? The anime stuff, the old school stuff, not the new Michael Bay stuff. Anyway, today's going to be a long ass vlog about this whole build. I'm using a lot of used parts, especially the CPUs, the memory, this case, even the power supply, graphics card. They're all going in and they're used parts. There will be some new parts though getting thrown in there and I will detail those. So first up here we have the CPUs, the main component of this build. This is the E5 2670. Now these things, I got these for $70 a pop. That's right, 8 cores on Sandy Bridge with 16 threads for $70 friggin'. I knew this build was going to come about as soon as I saw the price of these CPUs. Now for the motherboard, I decided to go with the ASRock server rack. This thing supports both these CPUs and it's overall got everything that I'd need from a motherboard, and it only came in at $300, which for a new motherboard that supports 2 CPUs isn't bad at all. Next up here we have 64 gigabytes of memory from Crucial. This was another big sweetener in the deal. This RAM came in at $110. That's right, for 64 gigabytes of memory, this stuff was incredible value for money. Now the next component of the builds are the drives. I managed to use my 500 gigabyte SSD from my old rig, that's the BX100, and then also purchased 2 new 3 terabyte Western Digital Blues for backup and also for storage and also for temporary storage for games. And I put them in a RAID 0 array so it could speed things up. Now for the case, we're going with the Corsair 650D, which is actually from around 2011, 2012, I think. Now I picked this up at the junk store for $30 and it came with all the fans. It was a little bit busted up and dirty, but that's fine for me because I'm going to be modding this case anyway to fit this motherboard. So great bargain there. So next up we have the graphics card. I'm going with my GTX 970. Since I've already sprayed it, I can spray it up again for this build, and it's still a great card for 1440p, and also got a lot of display ports there, and it'll be fine for editing in 4K. Then for the coolers, we're going with 2 Cooler Master 212. Since I already had one of these lying around, I decided to use another one or purchase another one and then spray them up white so I'd have the whole white and black theme going on. So some more components used in this build is an ASRock 3.1 USB add-on card, a Zonar DG sound card from Asus, and also a Superflower 850 watt Golden King, which was from my X99 build, and I'm actually going to hack a cable in there to fit in an extra 8-pin CPU. Now lastly, we've got some fans which are optional. These were provided to me from Deepcool for free. They're going into the build. These are the TF120s. And mind you, I could perfectly get away with not using any additional fans. The Corsair case already came with 2 200mm fans, already came with 120 on the rear, and the CM212s already came with their own 120mm fans, which would have been adequate for this build. However, I decided to add in 4 of these and replace all the existing fans. And also at the front there, we're using a BitPhoenix Spectre Pro, which I got from a friend in America when I was there.
SCP good to go, sir.
So now we're just going to get on to respraying a few pieces here. This, and this, and this. These 4 pieces are going to get resprayed white. These 2 here, actually these 3 will get a metal undercoat, so the paint can grip a lot easier. And then this here I'll just be spraying over the top of it, because it's going to take too long to strip the paint. And it shouldn't really make a difference. I mean, the temps were already really good on the GTX 970 anyhow. And then after that, we're going to be replacing these fans with the Gamer Storm 120mm white LED fans. So we've got a bit of dilemma here. When we try to put the hard drive cage back in, it's a little bit off center. Now, I could ghetto hack it in, but I thought to myself, well, since there's already like a ton of 5.25 inch drive bays up here, I can just get some adapters and then utilize these slots up here, and also keep the clutter out of the case and keep things more towards the top of the case. Now currently inside there we've got a BX100, so I'm going to be taking that out and then putting this in. This is the BX200 because I'm going to be selling the X99 rig. So I'm going to use the Acronis True Clone software to do this and just clone the OS. So first up, we're going to use the metal undercoat on, even though this is plastic, it doesn't matter, it's still good stuff. Going to use that on this and the Cooler Master heat sinks.
Job's finished.
So there it is, all the coolers and the fan are all sprayed up, and as you can see here, I'm actually leaving them out in the sun because it's very cold in winter and the paint's white, and despite popular belief, it's actually okay to leave them out in the sun, depending on how much bite the sun has to it. So be very careful with that, but as you can see here, it's a cool day, though out in the sun it will dry a lot quicker than it would if it wasn't, so not a bad idea. So we're going to take the power supply out of this. This is the Superflower 850 watt Platinum, and then we're going to be installing this here. This is the Deep Cool 700 watt bronze rated power supply, and that way we can use the Superflower in the main rig. So here it is, guys, the Golden King, yet it's platinum. I say to that, off with thee. So this is going to be a pretty tight fit, as we can see here. However, once I take this off and the other side, it should fit in fine. But what we're going to do now is actually put some of this stuff on. It's really kind of like hard rubber. We're going to put that down on where the holes are on the mountings on the sides here, and then we're going to use self-tappers to screw this in. And also we're going to silicone gun it down to the case. So that's kind of like the next step in this whole process now. So it's time to test out the Superflower power supply with my Ghetto PCIe to CPU 8-pin converted. So I've got a feeling it should work absolutely fine. Yeah, so we got the beep there. That means everything's pretty cool. Also, this graphics card, it's the first time using this graphics card as well. And this power supply's got one of those smart fans that doesn't turn on unless it's using power. Alright, maybe our cable doesn't... Oh, wait, yep, works, cool, awesome, awesome, awesome. Sweet, so our Ghetto power supply cable is working perfectly fine.
SCP good to go, sir. Gross loaded to give you sec. I'm about to drop the hammer. Absolutely. Delighted to, sir. here tighter than a frog button a watermelon seed tight. I'm soft in here tighter than a frog button a watermelon seed tight. SCP good to go, sir. Can't build it. Something's in the way.
So anyway, there we have it guys, the 16 core 32 threaded monster is complete and I had a blast building this thing. It's a lot of fun and I can highly recommend it, though I will be coming out with another video once I get the cables in and finish the complete build off. I'll showcase it with all the benchmarks in not just productivity, but gaming. But for the meantime, I'll give you guys a little taste. This thing is scoring over 2,000 Cinebench points there, which is a big step ahead of my X99 rig. It even beats out the 5960X, and these CPUs cost $140 in total. So you can see the amount of value you're extracting there if you are going for workstation productivity. Now another thing I'll mention is even in single-threaded performance, it's not that bad at all. This thing will still do a great job of gaming, especially with the GTX 970, since it does turbo up to 3.3 gigahertz on 2 cores when your other cores aren't in use. So for gaming, it'll do an absolutely fine job. And then power consumption, since the CPUs are running at 1 volt anyway, they're staying relatively cool and they're not juicing up a lot of power despite being 8 cores and having 2 of them on there. And then some last minute things. This did take me a long time to get out because I had to reinstall my whole OS, had to actually change from Vegas back to Adobe Premiere Pro because I've got the cloud thing. Could actually get that on a teacher's license for a lot cheaper than the standard fee. And so I'm just getting the whole thing streamlined. Tech Yes City is going to come out with a lot more content for you guys very soon once I set up the whole progress, or once I set up the whole station here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. It was a very long one and I hope you stayed with me until now. And that's about it for me today, guys. If you like this video, then please give it a big fat like. If you have any questions or comments about the 32 threaded beast, then be sure to drop a comment in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And also, if you want to support the channel for free, there's links in the description below, like Amazon affiliate and cdkeys.com affiliate links as well. So anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out for now. Bye.